Hello everyone, Waba Plays here for 3 dads and a console, and today I want to talk about Persona Theory Games' latest title, Kabaret. If you love narrative-driven games, then this is definitely a game you won't want to miss. And we're about to give you the tea on this game. Kabaret is a visual novel set in a world where humans and monsters coexist. You play as Jabat, who is a human-turned-monster. But in the beginning, he's kind of a brat, and he also has a lot of dark inner thoughts. He tries to navigate his life as a delivery driver, which keeps popping up when he's having these serious discussions and thoughts. The little app will show up that someone canceled their order, or that he's trying to work, and he's just not in a good place. He's got a really negative outlook on life, and it only gets worse for him. Now, you learn right away that Kabaret is not a comedy, despite what I just shared. I thought it was going to be a little lighter, and then bam, the game hits you immediately into a world with dark themes, monsters who treat humans as meat, and an otherworld with secrets about the way of life there. After Jabat is cursed by an unnamed deity, he's reborn as a human serpent type monster, and he's sent to another world where he begins to learn about his past and how he's going to exist in this new life. The game has a non-linear story that lets you make choices that affect the outcome of the game. You'll meet different characters who'll give you clues and help you solve puzzles. But one of the big mechanics is the tea ceremony. During the ceremony, you'll interact with different characters and monster types and learn more about their past and what they're all about. The ceremony is kind of an immersive experience that adds depth to the story and characters. The characters will straight up tell you what they prefer and what they don't. It's not that black and white, but when you hover over one of the ingredients, they'll maybe say something like, oh, this is exactly what I love, or no, I don't like this at all, and maybe something that's a little bit gray, so it adds to the challenge. And there's also this frog that you can communicate with telepathically, and it's really a mechanism to help guide you through the game, to have some sort of narrator who knows what's going on. But I looked it up, and the frog, because I didn't know what was happening because you were pouring tea on it, it serves as a tea pet in tradition, and it helped check the tea temperature and gives the drink a type of soul. And it shows that Persona Theory Games is using a lot of cultural traditions in the game, which was really cool. And also with that, I've noticed that there's a button to look up certain words as well, so it adds to the authenticity of the writing. In addition to the tea ceremony, there's a mix of puzzles and mini games, in addition to a lot of dialogue choices. And the puzzles are challenging, but they're not impossible. There's mini games that are a card game, a dice game, and a marbles game, and they're all tied to the story, so it doesn't feel like they're just put in there. Winning or losing might have the same immediate story beat happen, but it's going to impact things in the future. The characters are super interesting. There's a lot of different personalities. Some are friendly and others are hostile or suspicious. You immediately meet someone called the Caretaker, and he's like super mysterious. He's been alive apparently for centuries. His past is really violent, and he always kind of seems to know what's next and doesn't really let you into the full picture. And another character I found interesting, there's a type of vampire, and she's described as beautiful, and she's starving because there's this mage that clawed her eyes out and she can't see, so she can't hunt, and her skin is cracking, and it's super creepy. And she's talking to you as you're serving her this tea in what might be her last days. Kabaret is a change of pace from some of the visual novels that I've played, and it immediately leans into its adult themes. It's got a beautiful art style that meshes really well with the dark themes, and I want to keep learning more about this world. It's also not a game to play with your kids. Don't even have them in the room, so adults only for this one. Again, this game is from Persona Theory Games. It's a studio from Malaysia, and they were also featured in the Xbox Showcase ID at Xbox, which is a huge accomplishment. Kabaret is available on Steam and in the Xbox Store, so you can start playing right now. And again, if you're a fan of visual novels or narrative-driven games, I highly recommend giving Kabaret a try. For more reviews like this, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and let me know what you think in the comments below.